Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? It's morning here. I know it's probably afternoon where a lot of you are, or even evening because we got people from all over. Let me just check real quick in the chat. And I apologize if anything looks a little glitchy or different. I've got a new setup running here, so testing it out for the first time. And let's see, how's everything look and sound? Let me know. Can you hear me? Can you see me? On my screen, it looks like you can see me and hear me, but let me know if you can't or if it's too loud, not loud enough. Let me see who's in chat here. We've got Dan from Italy. How you doing, Dan? Mike, Toby, Dad Incredible. How you doing? Good to see you. Greg, West Coast Cajun, Kip's cooking. I think I answered your question, Kips. Yeah, it's my only offset. Miss Echo from Oregon. Matthew, Pickles. How you doing, Charlie? Good to see you. Calvin, how do you cook a good steak on the grill? Drop that question in a couple minutes. I'll try and get back to that. I'll tell you how I like to cook it. Jacqueline and Dad, how you guys doing? Good to see you. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. Chat moves pretty quick here. Whoa. Gary, good to see you. David, Norman, Will. New to smoking, just got a 22-inch WSM and ideas for 2-probe thermometer UK base. Not sure about that. Maverick XR50 is good. I think that has multiple probes. I like that one. Clay, let's see. Brian from Tulsa. AMAC, how you doing, AMAC? Let's see. Kips, have you ever thought about getting another offset? Yoder's about a Lone Star. Oh, yeah, I've heard of those. Yeah, I do want to get another offset to move up in capacity, but really that's the only reason. The Oklahoma Joe's works fine for me right now, and I will move up eventually. Wayne Chapel. Let's see where we at here. Boy, this chat's moving quick. Wayne Chapel, love your recipes. Thank you. Pickles, yours of Thermopro works great for Norman. Good answer. West Coast Cajun. Raspberry Rock, Russell, how you doing? Good to see you. Clay, let's see. I'm super glad I already ate. Smiling Swine, how you doing? Good to see you. Man, that rub's good. I think if you guys watched a video I did recently where it was chicken and I used that steak and chop rub on it, that's a good rub. That's just not steak and chop rub. That's good rub. That's from Smiling Swine Barbecue. Good stuff. Let me get caught up here. If I'm missing anybody, I apologize. Chat moves really quick. Let's see. Pull my pork barbecue. Love that name. Gary. Dustin R. I'm in California, Southern California. Ani Sickles. I hope it's Ani or Annie. Let's see. Someone original WC from Vegas. Good to see you. I know I'm gonna miss some things here because things are moving really quick. If I miss a question, just drop it in there again. And if you do it with the little at Cooking with Rye, if you put that first, it'll highlight it and I'll see it easier. So if you have a question you really want me to see, do it that way. Just put the at, starts typing cooking, and it should fill it in, and then put your question after that. And I should see it easier, yeah. AMAC, you're having a hard time hearing me. Anybody else having a hard time? Let me know. I haven't heard anyone else say that. I've got my mic and everything is showing fine on my screen here. Stefan Martin, bonjour from Montreal. Bonjour to you. BFJV70 Yoda, you know, you see my Yoda back there? Yeah, my Yoda is guarding my duck. Yeah. Let's see. Get going. Gary, greetings from the OC. Are you in the same OC that I'm in? Orange County? Yeah. Brian Vstrom, Dr. Fly. Man, I'm gonna miss some of these. I know it. Disa Einkrabe, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I took 2 years of high school German, and it's close enough to Austria. Greetings from Austria. All right, let me get, if I miss anybody, I'm sorry here. I'm just going to move ahead so I can get caught up. Let's see. How many days a week do you smoke or barbecue, Gary asks. I shoot 3 or 4 videos a week, so usually 3 or 4 times. Sometimes more, depending on if we're, grilling something up. Just usually when we grill, just for like family, it's just out on the gas grill because it's something quick. But yeah, usually 3 or 4 days a week I'm grilling, either whether I'm video or testing. Barry Sinclair from Texas. Original LBC. I'm gonna drool. I know whenever I watch your jerky vids, man. I love that jerky. It's easy to make too. If you've got an oven, you can make jerky. I know I get so much like grief from people who are like, "That's not how you make jerky. You can't make jerky in the oven." Yeah, there's a lot of ways to make jerky. There's no one way to do it. There's plenty of ways to do it. Dustin R. Finally, a Cali boy that knows what barbecue is. Well, thank you very much. Raspberry Rock sounds fine to me, but I did turn up my speakers a bit. Okay, everything sounds. People are saying sounds good. Okay, I don't want to play with it too much. Like I said, new setup here with mic, monitors, lights, everything. So don't want to mess too much with it yet. I'll play with it after. If I once I watch it back and I can see how everything sounds and looks, I can tweak it after that then too. Brendan Simmons followed your sticky ribs recipe and oven jerky. All turned out well. I'm a college student who just bought an offset. Cool. Cheapest thing I can make that's good. Oh man, ribs. Look for a good special on ribs. You know, a lot of times you'll find pork spare ribs for. I find them here all the time for $1.99 a pound. Doing those on the offset are great. I mean, you'll have great ribs in somewhere between 5 and 7 hours, depending on the method you use to cook them. Yeah, ribs. Easily the cheapest, best thing you can do on an offset. Let's see. I think I answered the how often do I smoke. Mountain Crest Farm, how you doing? Good to see you. Everyone having a great weekend? Yeah, I think we are. Yeah. Let's see. Tuning in from Yorkshire, UK. Darren, good to see you. Gary, oh, you're in Orange, man. You're right down the street. You're close to my wood supplier at the Woodshed in OC, the OC Woodshed. Andrew Cole, greetings from Washington State. Nice Mount St. Helens picture. Yeah, actually, I got that up in I want to say it was Hood River at an art festival. We were traveling many, many years ago. And I wish I could remember the guy's name. He's a photographer, shoots a lot of photos from up there. But yeah, that's a nice photo. Smiling Swine says, are you going to do a pork belly anytime soon? Would love a good recipe. Yeah, I just did a pork belly. If you look back in my uh, videos, just I think a couple weeks, I did a pork belly on the pit barrel cooker. Turned out great. Made some sliders with it. I think I made sliders with it. Yeah. Let's see. Pickles Barbecue, where's your beef cheek video? I am actually thawing the beef cheeks as we speak. So it should be this week. Some things may get a little glitchy later in the week because we have a planned power outage in our area for Friday. So my power is going to be off for about 6 hours. So really can't film, can't edit, can't do anything. So Friday is going to be kind of a no-go day, but I'm probably going to be shooting the beef cheek video before that. So actually, I'll definitely be shooting it before that. They'll be thawed out probably by Monday. Yep. Kip's Cooking, how many grill smokers do I have? I think I have 5 or 6, so not a ton. Kevin Nash's Kitchen, howdy folks, Lasagna Day here in Michigan. Yes, I changed my channel name. How you doing, Kevin? I like it. I like it. Clay Sharonowski, I grilled the steak using cherry wood. It was great. Yeah, if you can grill directly over wood, which a lot of times you can, that's great. I love doing it. Also, try doing if you get a bigger hunk of meat like a tri-tip that you can cook up relatively quickly, try doing it caveman style directly on wood coals, not briquettes or anything like that. Burn some wood down. I think I did a tri-tip caveman style video using mesquite, and it was fantastic. Yeah. Michael Brinson, you're here. How you doing? I think I have some of your photos in the slideshow today, Michael. Yeah. Let's see. Clay, can't you hang it from your window? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I might have to drop that again if I explain it if I'm missing something. Raspberry Rock. Hey, there's Smokin' Joe. Hope I don't misclick anything here. Hey, did Smokin' Joe slip in? Hey, Smokin' Joe. How you doing? I am going to be referring to your beef cheek videos for my beef cheek videos because I've never done beef cheeks before. So this is gonna be cool. My plan, I think, is I'm gonna do a barbacoa grilled burrito with those beef cheeks. So hopefully that'll turn out good. Mountain Crest Farm, you can make jerky hung on sticks and trees. Yeah, you can, but I don't want to let the flies get at it. So yeah. Jack Smith, giddy up, SoCal, stay salty, my friends. Okay, Jack. Let's see. Raz Buddy from Sonoma. Hey, been up there. Love Sonoma, Napa, Healdsburg, Russian River Valley, everything up there. Beautiful. Kips, I think I answered that. I think 5 or 6. Carbon, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello from Florida. Sounds a bit low. I have volume set to 71. All right, I'm going to adjust my volume slightly. Hang on just a second. I'm going to do it from the mic. Okay, that's just a very slight adjustment, so let's see how that works. Rye Channel. Hey, I like that name. Do I have a pellet grill? No, I don't, but I'm planning to get one. Let's see. Matthew Jen, liked that pork dish the other day, mate. Thank you very much. It was good. I love good pork, man. Dreamlord. Hey, how you doing, Dreamlord? I think I have some of your pictures, too, in the slideshow today. 2 questions for you today. What do you do to keep your knives sharp? Next week, we're going to make a brisket. Last time I used the Trader Joe's garlic coffee rub. What would you suggest I use this time? Knife sharps, I just use a knife sharpener that we have and a honing steel. That's all I use. And my knives aren't expensive. I don't spend a ton of money on knives, so I don't have like $100 or $200 knives. I think my most expensive knife is that Victorinox slicer, which was I think $60 or $70. What would should you use this time on brisket? If you used the coffee one, man, just go straight traditional salt, pepper, some garlic powder. You cannot go wrong with that. Like I would do probably a 1-to-1 of salt and pepper and then a half of garlic powder. So let's say your ratio is 2 tablespoons kosher salt, 2 tablespoons cracked black pepper. I would do 1 tablespoon of granulated garlic in that. So that sort of ratio. But yeah, you cannot go wrong with that sort of simple rub. You could even just do salt and pepper. I mean, to really go basic and get a great brisket. Oh, Palatian House, you was talking about beef jerky. Yeah, I guess you could hang it in the window, but I'm not sure my wife would appreciate that. Let's see. Phil and Florence. Phil, how you doing? Steve, Athletic Greets from Germany. Good to see you. V Gates. I'm trying to remember. Is V Gates? Because like I said, I took 2 years of high school German. Is V Gates? How are you? Yes, I think V Gates is how are you. I'm pretty sure. Sister Golden Hair, Yuba City here. Audio good. Great. Kip's Cooking. Any mic recommendations for new YouTubers? It depends. If you're going to be doing things like I do, I would highly recommend getting a wireless lavalier mic to hook up your camera. I have my video and audio equipment linked in my videos. So if you go to any one of my recent videos and you click on that and you go down, you will see that there is a list of video equipment I use. And hold on, I think I missed a super chat from Dan. Just a second. Dan, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't think my videos, because I said I'm changing the setup here, my donation video splash things with Bat Cow do not work anymore. So I am going to have a new one, but it's not going to be here for another few weeks. But anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Glad you're tuning in from Italy. Yeah. All right, let me get caught up again here. Where we see Kip's Cooking. Yoder 640 is an awesome pellet grill. It is. I've been looking at the Yoder, the Traeger. I'm trying to remember which one it is. It's kind of the big one. The Woodwind 8 something. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I've been looking at that. Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue. If anyone likes the movie Saving Private Ryan, I'm making some sticky bombs today. Hey, that sounds good. That sounds good. Let's see. Mountain Crest Farm. I'll be smoking an F3 Wagyu brisket soon, and I raise Wagyu. Do I need to do anything different due to the micro marbling in the meat? I did a Wagyu brisket on the Pit Barrel Cooker, so if you look at that video, you'll see some of the things I did. But really, it's a brisket. You're looking for temperature for the guide. Remember, temperature is just your guide on those. Its tenderness is going to tell you. And with all that fat in there, you are going to get a lot of that intramuscular fat that's going to tenderize probably a little quicker. But I would look back at that video I did on the Wagyu brisket. I can't remember the exact time it took, but it was amazing. It was fantastic, totally fantastic. Let's look here. Let's see. King Kilbasa, how you doing? Good to see you. Matthew Gin, do you like blood sausage pudding? No, I don't. And the reason I say this is because I've had it. My wife's family's Irish, so the whole blood sausage thing is, things that come around at holidays. And yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of hemoglobin that you serve up. No. In fact, I remember watching a video once of someone making duck blood soup, and it was like I couldn't handle it, man. Yeah. Kevin Nash's Kitchen. Pickles said he wants to be a moderator. Pickles just wants to do you just want to time people out, Pickles? Hey, Carbon I Am. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. I really do. Meat Fund donation. Enjoy your shows. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Annie Sickles. Do I bribe my briskets? I'm assuming you might mean brine my briskets. No, I don't. When I've done them, sometimes I've done them where I'll give them the dry rub overnight, whatever I'm putting on them. Usually no, though. Usually I'll rub them, maybe give them a couple hours in the refrigerator rubbed. I personally don't leave my briskets sitting out that long. I just put them on cold, straight from the refrigerator usually. Let's see. Raspberry Rocky, yay, Bat Cow. Yeah, I wish Bat Cow was working. I wish Well, let me see. Let me see if I can pull Bat Cow up. We're going to give Bat Cow an attempt. It could just be garbage. It might not even work. So hold on. We'll give a one Bat Cow today for any donations to the meat fund. So hold on. Let's see here. Let's try this. Bat Cow thanks you. Did Bat Cow work? It looked like it worked on my end, but I can't tell. So we'll see. Yeah. Steve Athletic, Vigates means how are you? Okay, so I got that right. I think I remember Vovons do means where do you live or where are you from? And I remember Kartoffelsalat, which is potato salad. So yeah. Robert Hikade, how you doing, Robert? Hey, Rye, look forward to your show. Thank you very much. Trent Wilson, love my pit barrel smoker. Just finished building out outdoor barbecue cot that holds a smoker. Love your last recipe for the chili maple chicken. Gonna cook this tomorrow. Yeah, that was good. That really turned out nice. Really turned out nice. Let's see. Getting down here. You have a Yoder 640 and you're going to sell it, AMAC? Oh, yeah. Smoking Joe's loves his Yoders. Yoder ambassador there, Smoking Joe. Yeah. Al P. Hey, Rye, your vids on ribs with the Weber turned out great. Thanks a lot. Hey, I'm glad they worked for you. Yeah. I am Bible Fellowship. El Paso Strong. Hello from Texas. How you doing? King Kilbasa. Also check out Blazing Pellet Grills made in USA, and they're also good. Cool. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I've been looking at a lot, and it's funny, I've actually had a couple manufacturers offer to give me one. But the ones that they were offering, I mean, we're talking super, super expensive, like premium things. And honestly, and I'm just being straight with you here, if someone's going to give me something for my channel for me to use, I want it to be something that I think, at least a majority of the people who watch would actually go out and purchase, because it doesn't do anything for the advertiser, the person who's giving you that, to want to showcase something that's just so expensive no one's going to be able to afford it. And I look at it and go, if I wouldn't pay money for that, I wouldn't use it. So I mean, I've turned down things from really super nice pellet grills, and because I think they're just too expensive for people who watch my channel. I mean, you're not going to go out and drop $4,000, at least I wouldn't, on a pellet grill. Unless I pellet grilled all the time, which I don't. But so I look at it that way. When I pick the pellet grill that I buy, it's going to be because A, I want it, and I think it's a price that I would pay for it, and maybe some people out there would too. But yeah, let's see. Smiling Swine, take care, buddy. Got to go to bed almost 11 p.m. here. I'm in Afghanistan. Cheers. Keep your head down. Stay safe there, and love your rubs, man. Love your rubs. Where are we at here? Matthew Gin, love it. Can't get my girl to try it though. Yeah. Let's see. Where are we at? Joe from, man, this chat's moving quick here. Cutting one. Joe from San Diego. Do you prefer hanging when smoking or on a grate? If you're talking about the pit barrel, I prefer to hang, but some things do really well on the grate. Like when I did the brisket, the Wagyu brisket on the grate, I think it turned out fantastic. I've spatchcocked chickens and done them on the grate. I don't think there's any problem with that. The pork belly came out really good. But if I can hang something, I've done tri-tip hanging, ribs hanging, chuck roast pork, but it turns out fantastic. Yeah, so I'd prefer to hang if it works. AMAC, doing a chuck as we speak. Awesome. Clay Shanowski, my cousin trucks pig blood. I just hope there's never like a rollover and a crash with that, man. Wes Gordon, I have challenges keeping the coals going when doing a cold smoke on the 22-inch Weber. Do you have any suggestions? Thanks. Love your videos. Thank you, Wes. Doing a cold smoke on the 22-inch Weber? I don't cold smoke, so I'm not the best person to ask about that. And if you're really going for that super low temp with briquettes or something like that, that's a fire. It wants to burn. So it's going to want to get hotter. And tamping it down so much is just going to smother it. So I don't have a lot of experience with those super low temps, especially on something like the Weber. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So we're getting caught up here. Super loud here. Bat Cow was super loud. Okay, so yeah, so Bat Cow needs some. Bat Cow is being held in reserve now until the new thing gets worked. Yeah, right, channel. No worry, my baby's still asleep. Okay. Let's see, getting caught up here. Adam Schlossman, what's the best sauce you would recommend from your region? That's a good question. I don't know that it's necessarily regional, but there's a really good barbecue sauce I've gotten from our Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is a national brand, national store, and it's a ghost maple barbecue sauce. It has just enough heat, and it's really, really good. I've used that on a couple things, and I just really like it. Yeah. Kip's cooking. Did you figure out a permanent solution for the chromed or steel ones? And it's like a light abrasive, and it probably lasts 7 or 8 uses if you have some really hard deposits on there. But the coiled wire brushes are what I'm using now. Hey, Dreamlord, how you doing? Thank you very much. I need to get a bat cow. You're the best. Keep the videos coming. We had our bat cow. I'm not going to blow any more eardrums, but thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. It's very generous of you. Michael Brinson, RecTech Bull seems to be a popular unit in the Facebook group event. Yeah, I know several people who have the RecTechs and really love it. Plus, man, you got to love those handles, right? Those horns. Yeah. Let's see. Pickles. I got an offer for a bamboo shower chair. Not sure how that would work on a review. Yeah. Pickles, if you have a YouTube channel, you can appreciate the amount of stuff you get offered every day. That's 99% of it is CRAP. It really is. And a lot of times it's like has nothing to do with what your audience would be. I mean, I've had facial cream, suntan lotion, just crazy stuff. And I turn down 99 easily percent of the stuff that people want you to try in your channel. I give preference to people who may have like a business that's a small business, like veterans, especially who are, like Ken, who's Smiling Swine. I think it's Ken. Hope I'm getting your name right, Ken. I think you're gone, but Smiling Swine Barbecue is a veteran. He's a contractor over in Afghanistan right now and makes great rubs. Scott over at Real Show Barbecue makes great rubs and sauces. He's a veteran. So I like to give that sort of, how do you say, preference to people who've, put in the time and done things that others of us haven't. But the amount of stuff you get offered when you have a YouTube channel is crazy. And most of it has nothing to do with what your channel would be. And sometimes, like I said, it's just stuff that's too expensive. I wouldn't want it. All right, let's get caught up here. James Carroll, hey, Ray, what's cooking today? Actually, video I'm shooting today is kind of a special one. It's long time ago I did my mom's deviled eggs, which was the recipe my mom, used to make her deviled eggs my entire life, and up till the day she died, that was her thing. And today I'm going to be filming my mom's potato salad. So that's kind of special. Looking forward to that. Let's see. Sister Golden Hair, social insecurity, so I cook on my Weber. Nothing wrong with that, man. My Weber I love that thing. Colin Butler. Colin, how you doing? Hello, Rob, once again. Thanks for all you do for viewers. Appreciate it. Any chance we'll see a chicken wing video before long? It's funny. I've been talking with my wife. I know I haven't done a chicken wing video, which is really strange, of the one thing I haven't done. But chicken wings that are unseasoned, just plain chicken wings, are actually really hard to get at like a not insane price range. Like I saw them the other day for $12 a pound for chicken wings, unseasoned, because most places buy them now and pre-season them and sell them that way. So yeah, you will be seeing one, but I need to get some good chicken wings that aren't insanely expensive. Right, channel. My pellet smoker looks like a freaking whiskey still. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That sounds cool to me. Bill Stewart, did your brown sugar bacon wrap pork loin? Oh my God, best ever. Oh, cool. That was good. Yeah, that brown sugar and bacon with pork. It's like pork and sugar and pork. How can you go wrong with that? Let's see. Clay, if you hang, you get more exposure. Yep. Pickles, I just did a Wagyu chicken video game. Maybe they weren't. Yeah, I want to see the marbling on those chicken breasts, those Wagyu chicken breasts. Let's see. I use an amazing tube for cold smoking, Amex says on your Weber. Okay, that'll work. Let's see. Trader Joe's. Who said that? Trader Joe's sauce is really good. Kingo Boss. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of good sauces through Trader Joe's, and they get them from other manufacturers. I know. So yeah. Michael Brinson, hey, I saw your video review on the Aura cooking system for the kettle. Any long-term use updates? I'm actually doing another video with it in, if not this week, the following week. And it's funny. One of the things I'm actually thinking of doing is going out and buying a second 22-inch kettle. I know I've talked about getting a 26-inch. Getting a second 22-inch so that I can keep one with my cast iron grate, which I just love, and have the other one be the interchangeable one where I can move the Aura system, the Barbecue Dragon, Grill Stone, things like that easily through there, or the rotisserie. Yeah. So there will be more cooking and updates on that. Let's see. Ricardo, hello from Miami. How you doing, Ricardo? Good to see you. James Carroll, Ryan, do you have a recipe for cactus juice as a marinade? Cactus juice? No. I don't. Clay, my grandmother's ketchup, garlic, Worcestershire, brown sugar for pork ribs. Hey, that sounds good. Matthew Gin, not sure facial cream would make the best glaze for ribs. Yeah, what's that scene in like the movie Borat where he goes to like, to a pet shelter and is like getting a dog and they're all happy giving it to him and then he asks how cook? It's like, someone's offering you facial cream on your cooking channel. It's like, yeah, I don't know how this would work on ribs. Let's see. Pickles, barbecue. Scott's sauces are really good. Yeah, they are. Scott at Real Show Barbecue. His sauces, really good stuff. Dwayne, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. I am Bible Fellowship. I fooled the family with a chuck roast. They thought it was a brisket. The similarities are amazing. Yeah, if you can get a chuck roast done right, it mimics a brisket. It really does. Mike Hall. My sister didn't like spicy food, and my brother and dad do. I'm doing a pork butt and making pineapple barbecue sauce. What would you recommend? For you're talking about like a rub, you're doing a pineapple barbecue sauce on it. If you like, let's see, your sister doesn't like spicy food, and my brother and dad do. Okay, now this may sound strange. We have some people in our family who have dietary restrictions, so they can't have as much salt. I did a prime rib, and I think the video was last Christmas right around there, and I think it was the one I did on the gas grill. Um, I just halved it. I did one half with a rub on one side and the other half on the other side. I think I used Trader Joe's 21 Seasoning Salute, which doesn't have any sodium in it or low sodium, and it was great. So it may sound strange, but you can, split the piece of meat. Just put half on one and half on the other. Keep the large piece of meat together. Just, put a little demilitarized zone down the center and keep spice on one side and no spice on the other. It works. Yeah. Mountain Crest Farm, best for cleaning flat tops. Go to Waffle House and talk them out of one of their cleaning bricks. They will sell them if really. That's interesting. I wonder if that's similar to what I've got, the cleaning brick. That's interesting. Let's see. Carbonite, have you smoked stuffed bell peppers? I don't think I've done a video on it. I have smoked them, but I don't think I had a video on it. Kevin Nash, it's got harder to get in and answer all the comments now with the sub numbers you have. It is. Yeah, I used to be able to answer every single comment, and it's harder now. I can't answer every single comment on every video. I try, but there's just too many every day spread across too many videos, plus all the replies to comments. It gets difficult. I try to answer as many as I can, as a lot of them. Dwayne, like, I love a good potato salad. My paternal grandmother made good potato salad. Yeah, it's funny. Like, everybody's mother and grandmother made the best potato salad. And that's true. Everybody's did. It's an amazing thing. Let's see. Blair Fred, how much easier has fire management got on your offset from when you started until now? It's easier, but really, honestly, I don't obsess over it. I really don't. If I've got a fire going that has clean smoke coming out, and I don't mean like wispy smoke where you see nothing, but if it doesn't look like a diesel truck, smokestack, you got some thin white smoke coming out of there, I'm happy. And I got to be honest, I've never had a complaint from anybody about the food. So I don't obsess about that sort of always has to be the perfect thin blue smoke and things like that. I try and keep it clean, good burn going with the fire. The trick for me is get a really hot bed of just charcoal briquettes going in there first before I put the wood on. And that gets the wood going, and then you just build on the wood after that. Yeah. Let's see. Sister Golden Hair, chicken wings you love. Yeah, everybody does. I got to do some. King Kilboss, I need to get me some rubs from Smiling Swine. They're good rubs, man. There's 3 that I've used: the steak and chop, I think the rib rub, and then the base SPG. But I really love that steak and chop rub. I mean, if you watch the chicken video, I used that on the chicken. Fantastic. Let's see. Kevin Nash, got to be getting. I'm not sure what you mean there. Let's see. Yeah, pickles, 12 bucks a pound for chicken wings. That's crazy. I need a chicken just so I can do that. Mark Rice, hey, want to thank you for your advice last time I chatted with you. Decided to go with the Dragon system. Can't wait to get it and give it a try also with the Vortex. Nice. Dragon system works great. It does. Ever use let's see, this is BFJB70. Ever use an 18-inch Weber Jumbo for smoking? I haven't. No, I don't have one. Dive Master Matt, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, man. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. We've suspended Bat Cow because he somehow is screaming in everybody's ear and it's a little loud, but thank you so much. Appreciate that. Blair Fred, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. Ricardo Alfonso, you're doing good. Enjoying the chat. Thank you. Blair Fred, I see you using brown sugar in your rubs a lot. Most people say not to use too much sugar in rubs early. You don't seem to have any bad times with it, do you? No, I don't. I don't have any problems with it. I love a good sweet rub and also a good mixture of sweet and savory together. Yeah. D Mulick, hey Rye, once your live chats on YouTube are done, you should post them so people can watch later. They are. If you go to the playlist section of my YouTube channel, you'll find a playlist called live streams. And that's where you can find all the previous live streams because they're unlisted. The reason they're unlisted is because if you put them public, they just clutter up the main YouTube basically page. And so it doesn't show like the current videos that I put out. So they're all in a playlist. They're there. You can find them that way and see all the previous ones. Yeah. Sarah Small, I love your videos. Thanks for being awesome. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be awesome. Ricardo Alfonso, any upcoming update to smoked turkey since the holidays are coming soon? Yeah, I'll be doing at least 2 turkey videos this year. One will be doing another deep fry, and I haven't decided on the second one. Also be doing a couple different holiday meals this year. One of them's going to be really fun, and they're going to be done with full on meals, not just the main dish. We're going to be doing several sides, desserts, things with it. So they're going to be some long videos, but they're going to be fun. Yeah. One of them I'm really looking forward to, and I don't want to give it away because it's going to be fun, but it's going to be great. Yeah. Kip's Cooking. I love my kettles, but but have you ever used a PK grill or considered owning one? No, I've never used one. I know some people love them. It's really not high up on my list to get. Let's see. Let me get caught here. I know I'm losing some things. Abig Dongo 21 salute is really good and inexpensive. Yeah, the 21 seasoning salute from Trader Joe's. It's really good, especially like I said, if you can't have a lot of salt, because it's great flavor in that. The mixture they have is awesome. Michael Brinson, I was thinking about buying one of those Aura units. It's like turning your kettle into a Kamado. I'm torn between that or Barbecue Dragon Grillstone. They're both good. The Aura Kettle Zone gives you more options because you can do the full deflection over the entire thing. You can take one half out. And I have to say, be honest, the cooking grate that comes with that, at least the one that I got, is solid. It's really thick metal. So it really feels substantial. Yeah. Clay, new channel is awesome. This coming from a guy that is subscribed to 650 channels. Thank you. Yeah, that's a lot of subscriptions. Let's see. Mr. Richards 252, advice needed. Can't decide on whether to buy a Weber Smoky Mountain or a Pit Barrel cooker. I know both have the goods and bad points. Which do you recommend also best for overnight cooks? For overnight cooks, I don't own one, but I know from people that do, the WSM can handle that no problem. The Pit Barrel, I did a recent video on testing the length of cook, and I went about 9 hours where I kept it above 225. So from my experience, the Pit Barrel cooker will give you about 9 hours. And that's just in the way I set it up and run it. The WSM, you have people running that thing. I've seen people do 22 hours on it. So if you're looking for really long cooks on the 22-inch WSM, that's, I think, a really good thing to go for right there. Especially, and it's got great capacity. I mean, especially get the 22-inch one. I know it's more expensive, but it's the size of a kettle. Let's see. Head to Tail Barbecue. How you doing? Good to see you. Dustin R. Rye, have you ever used ceramic Kamado? I have a Vision and I love it. Fire management, super easy. I don't, but the Kamado is on the list of one of the things I do want to get at some point. And yeah, I know people that love theirs. Clay, I worked for a sausage house and get to good smoke. You need to take off the bark on the wood. I don't 100% agree with that. I've done it both ways. I don't see a difference. I really don't. The only thing I notice when you have the bark on the wood is it takes sometimes a little longer to ignite if it's a thick bark, but I've seen no difference in removing, the bark from the wood. Just zero. Let's see. Kip's Cooking, you mentioned another kettle. Have you ever considered using a peak? Yeah, someone just asked that. I would get the second kettle just to have all the accessories be interchangeable, so I can keep one as my cast iron kettle grill and the other one to have all the accessories easily switched out. Because honestly, the cast iron grate is heavy. It's substantial. It's like 35, 40 pounds. And that's great because it makes it solid and it really retains heat. But I don't like having to move that thing around and put it different places. Yeah. Jay Bennett, how much do you pay for brisket? It depends. At Costco, usually you can get it prime for $3.99 a pound, but often I've gotten it for $2.99 a pound for USDA prime on sale there, which is a pretty good price for full packer briskets. Yeah. Let's see. Francesco Campazano. Hey, Ride. Love the vids. Thoughts on Tip Top Temp Stale Smoke? I'm not sure what Tip Top Temp is. Stale Smoke. I'm not sure how you're referencing that. I don't have a problem with stale smoke, so I can't really, talk to that. David Whitall. Hi, Ride. Just letting you know your channel is fantastic all the way from Montreal, Quebec. Hey, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Carmelo, how you doing? I got some of your photos in the slideshow today. Let's see, which we're coming up on. We're going to be doing slides in just a few minutes. Raspberry Rock, turkey meals are best meals. Yes, they are. You should do a turkey at the cabin this year, Russell. I don't. Did you do one last year? You really should. Do one out on the kettle. Spatchcock that thing. Put it on there. Let's see. BFJ B70, great channel, Rye. Best content by far. Take care. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Blair Fred, thanks for answering my questions, Rye. I just want to say you rock. Hey, I appreciate that. Abig, do you ever do anything with lamb? Yeah, I did some lamb chops recently. The interesting thing about lamb is in my area, lamb's really expensive. West Coast, there's not as much farming and agriculture out here as there was, even 40 years ago, 30, 40 years ago. So places where you might have been able to get like locally sourced lamb and things like that, they're just gone. It just is the way it is. So yeah, it's a little harder to get at a good price. Let's see. Pickles Barbecue. What are your top few issues with YouTube? Ooh. As a creator, I think they're getting better at communication and stuff like that and letting us know what's going on and not having big swings and things they just do to try and fix a problem. I do wish that there was a little bit more specific data that shows us how people react during videos at certain points in videos. That would be really good. There are some things that they don't have in those data analytics. And again, this is just for creators, but I'd like to see that stuff. Carmelo, still waiting on homemade sausage. Yeah, me too. It's coming. It's just we've been busy this summer. Clay, I think that's a great idea that you separate your live videos from regular videos because it's not the same watching a live. It just gets kind of cluttered in there in sort of the video feed on the page too. And people get confused. They come looking for cooking videos and then suddenly they see, this Yahoo staring at the camera talking. And it's like, where's the food? Let's see. Kia, I finally catch your live stream. Hello and good morning. Good morning to you too. Let's see. Wayne Jabble can't wait for a Juice-a-Lanch. There'll be some Juice-a-Lanch coming this week, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The Earl of Texas, just watched your jerky video. Got a batch in the oven right now. Great content. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. I need to make some more. I do. I was bummed because my daughter just went back to college a couple weeks ago. And I wasn't able to make jerky for her to take up there because she just loves it. It's just, there was no time. So I've got to, and mine I don't make it for preservation. So it needs to go like refrigerated. So she would have had to throw it in the refrigerator as soon as she got up there, but I'll get her some. I'll make some and get it up to her. Carmelo, you got a new 24-inch Kamado by Louisiana. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I think did you send some pictures of that? Because that was I think you did. James Carroll, turkey is so blah. I much prefer bison or pheasant. I like it all. I should do a pheasant though. I know people that love bison too. I do. Robert, hey Rod, do you plan on doing any future cooks in a Dutch oven? I do. Yeah, I've got 2 Dutch ovens that I'm going to use. We're moving into cooler weather. One of the reasons during the summer you don't see as many offset things or Dutch oven things is because it's just too hot. We've had a hot summer this year in Southern California. This week, actually, fall looks like it might be arriving. We have possibly some rain later in the week, which is going to be fantastic. But so yeah, the Dutch oven stuff starts up more now with the fall coming in. Soups and stews. Gonna be doing some desserts in there. I'm gonna redo, slightly different, a video I did not too long after I started my channel, which was a Dutch oven bread pudding, which was fantastic. And we're gonna be doing a pumpkin version of it, which is gonna be great because I just love bread pudding. Yeah. Carbon Am, great value frozen wing selections, 4 pounds for $9.26. I'll have to look for that. Yeah. Mike Hall, right, I have the South African spice rub and the coffee rub. Is there anything like an apple rub or anything like that? You can make your own apple rub. Get freeze-dried apple pieces, grind them up in a spice grinder or a blender where they get really fine powder. Mix that in with some brown sugar, any other things you want, and you've got an apple rub. It's funny how that works. I'm doing one with an apple cherry rub coming up using the exact same thing, dehydrated apples and cherries. Yeah. Dustin R, got to get back to work. Have a good day. Enjoyed your live stream. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that. Michael, I warm my smoking wood on top of the firebox about 15 minutes before adding. It's funny, I don't do that because I've actually seen people do that and have it ignite. And in my area, that would not be a good scene. So I personally don't do that, but I have seen people do that to warm it up and get it on. But I also have seen it ignite on top of that firebox in some videos. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Kevin Nash, is that tip top thing goes on the Weber top vent to open and close as set by you? I'm not sure. Maybe you're answering someone else's question. Raspberry Rock, turkey at the cabin. It's usually just the two of us, and turkey is just too big, so we get a couple big thighs. Not optimal as we don't get good stuffing. That's true. I get that. Do a chicken then. Do a stuffed chicken. Yeah. Dwayne, any sweet potato recipes in the future? Yeah, I think we're going to be doing some sweet potato chips, which are really good. John France, hello, Rob. Would love to hear if you ever just cook to the point section of a brisket. John from Manchester. John, let's see. No, I haven't just done the point section of the brisket. One of the reasons is I've done corned beef point, because you can get that, but most of the time in my area, you don't find the separated flat from point. So you just don't really have the opportunity to do that. Mark Thomas, do you like hot and fast or 3-2-1 method on brisket? And how mild is pecan on it? For me, pecan is very mild on brisket. 3-2-1 on brisket, I'm not sure what you're talking about. You're talking about doing like a unwrapped, wrapped, and then unwrapped on a brisket. Usually what I prefer to do on a brisket is, take it up to around the stall, maybe 160 or whenever it hits a stall. Preferably wrap it in butcher paper and let it finish like that. I have a brisket video coming up in the next week or two, which is going to be slightly different. It's something people have requested just to see, and so I'm going to be doing that. But I prefer sort of the traditional unwrapped, then wrapped till finished. Barry Sinclair, Rye, do you smoke fish? I have done a couple grill smoked fish videos, salmon. I don't generally just smoke fish because I'm not doing it for any sort of smoked preservation. AMAC, how's the cooking wood at the woodshed? It's excellent. That's where I get my cooking wood. They have great selection. Matthew Jing, going to be smoking fish soon with any luck? Well, you, hopefully, yeah. I probably won't be. Carlos Garcia, what's the difference between wrapping with aluminum foil and butcher paper? It's preference. I've done both. To me, what I've noticed the difference is you get a little bit better bark retention with the paper because you get a little bit more of the moisture that's allowed to wick out. So any moisture doesn't just sort of sit on the bark and maybe loosen it a bit. That's just what I've found. But honestly, I've had great bark when wrapped in foil too. Sometimes it's hit or miss, but if given the choice, I would use paper. Yeah. Yeah, Carmelo, that's right. Yeah, so that's a good looking Kamado. Let's see. Okay, we're going to move on to video or pictures here in just a minute here. So I'm going to jump out of chat. Hopefully, I won't miss too much, but please know that when this is going, I will miss a bunch of chat here. So let me get the viewer slides queued up here. And we are going to jump into viewer photos. Now, if you want to send me photos, there will be a different way to do it within the next month, which is there's going to be an email address you can send it to directly to me. If you send photos through my Facebook private message function on my Facebook page, which the address is on the screen there, /Cooking with Ryan, you have to say in the photo or in the message, you give me permission to use them. Secondly, take them, this way, landscape, the long way, and don't put any text or anything like that on it. Just leave blank photo. I'll put the text on like you'll see, and it allows me to sort of crop in and get the right resolution on it. But it really needs to be landscape. I can turn some photos, but it's weird. They do just look weird sometimes. So, all right, we're going to jump into photos here and have a look at some great food. Brandon Larson. Brandon, I don't know if I saw you in chat today, but Brandon is doing a brisket here, and it's looking good. Looks like it's coming out of the wrap or maybe just going into the wrap. Let's see here. All right, let's move on. Carmelo, now I titled this photo Freezer Joy because, man, look at the amount of good stuff you have vac sealed in there. Oh, yeah, I need a bigger freezer. I need a much bigger freezer. Oh, man. That's one of those beef ribs, Carmelo, isn't it? You did the pork and beef ribs together. That is looking a beauty. Look at that. I don't think there's anything better. I mean, my favorite ribs are beef ribs. They're not as easy to get or to make sometimes as, just standard pork ribs. But, man, they are good. Beautiful rib, Carmelo. Oh, look at that mixture there. Beef rib and pork rib. Really good color on those pork ribs. Really good color. Oh, man. Oh, that just looks great. Smoke ring, bark, juicy. You can just see the juice in that. Look at that. Little sections of those short ribs. Oh, really good, Carmelo. Really good. Dreamlord. Dreamlord's doing some brisket. Dreamlord, are you still in here? I saw you in here earlier. Let's see. Nice development of bark there. Looking really good. Really good on that brisket. There you go. And it looks like you wrapped it. I'm assuming you wrapped it in foil, but you look like you retained the bark beautifully there too. So, like I said, foil, paper, sometimes it's either or. You can get great results with the foil. Nice slices. And look at that beautiful bark at that lower slice there right above the name. And the smoke ring, everything looks great. Look at that. Michael Brinson. Michael, I think you were in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were. Great color on those ribs. Absolutely gorgeous color on those ribs. Look at that. And all cut up and ready to enjoy. Beautiful ribs, Michael. And Michael's doing some smoked or some fire roasted salsa, I think it was, Michael. I think it was some fire roasted salsa you're doing here. Ooh, that's looking good. That is looking good. I need to do another salsa recipe. I need to do another video. Whenever I see someone do the salsas, I just want to do another one. It's been a while, I think, since I did a salsa video. Michael doing some shrimp tacos on the flat top. Looking good. It's a lot of shrimp. You're doing a lot of tacos. Fried rice. Can't beat that on a flat top, can you? I need to get a flat top too. I have a lot of I need to gets. Looking good, man. Shrimp tacos, avocado, fried rice. Top notch. Look at that. You would pay good money for that plate at a restaurant or a food truck. I mean, seriously, you'd pay top dollar. Pickles doing that jerky. Looking good. I need to do more jerky, man. I need to get some. I don't have any right now. Are these the pulled pork spring rolls? That's what I put on here because I think that's what you said. Man, I just love spring rolls. And pulled pork sounds really good. Really good. Robert Barnes. Robert, I don't think I've seen you in chat today. Let's see. Looking good. Nice big chuck roast. That's a big chuck roast, I told Robert when he sent this picture. I mean, I can't tell the poundage on that thing, but the ones I usually see are 3 pounds, 4 pounds tops. The biggest I've ever had was like a 6 or 7 pound, I think. And that's a sizable looking chuck right there. And he's doing some flat iron. If you've never done a flat iron steak and you can get one, do it. It's a fantastic cut of steak. I mean, just look at that. Oh. And Robert, I know you're not in here, but that looks almost like wasabi mashed potatoes you did, or like something. Those look good. Ron McGonis. Ron, I don't know if you're in here. Doing some tri-tip. My favorite cut there. My favorite hunk of beef, tri-tip. Giving it a sear. Looking good. Action shot with flames and everything. And look at that. I remember Ron saying in his message that fat cap on this tri-tip made it almost look like picanha. I mean, it really does with that fat cap. Look at that. Beautiful. And we're back to the beginning here, so let me jump back into regular mode and get all set here. But yeah, so awesome photos from everybody this week. I mean, you can just tell how good that food looked. And it really makes me want to make a lot of that stuff when I see it. Pardon me. I'm going to try and jump back in chat here and get caught up a little bit, but I can guarantee you I missed messages. No PE and no pay. Hi, love your videos. Run some half chickens on the Weber kettle tomorrow. Questions. Do you ever brine with buttermilk? I have, and it's great. Yes. You can brine half chickens with buttermilk. Get some other seasonings in there. It works great. Mike Hall. Let's see. How do we give you permission, Rye? If you send it to my Facebook page, private message function, not just a post. Go to the private message function. Just, send the photo and send a private message with it saying, give you permission to use these photos. That's all you got to do. You can also go to my website, which is cookingwithry.com. You can go to the, I think it's the contact me section, and there's an email link there. You can email me any pictures with the same sort of thing as an attachment and just say I give you permission to use these. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get caught up here. Where are we at here? Let's see. Dreamlord, you just rested it on foil. Okay, cool. Let's see. AMAC, do you have a green salsa you can do for us, Rye? I was going to do a tomatillo salsa. That's one of the in the plan, so we will be doing that. Yeah, tomatillo salsa. Let's see. Matthew Gin, must have jerky. Yeah, you're not kidding me. Michael Brinson, those shrimp tacos cost me $15 for the whole family. I mean, seriously, yeah, you make that for $15, and how much would you pay for a plate of those? You know, like I said, at a restaurant or a food truck or, you know, a good little Mexican restaurant, hole in the wall place, you're going to pay $7 or $8 for that plate, probably, easily. And how many did you get out of that? Great value doing that like that. Eastwind Farms, Chris, how you doing? Hey, Rye, listening while driving. All right. Let's see. Lydia Potter. Lydia, how you doing? Good to see you. Clay Sharnowski, animal fat is good for you. I have no problem with animal fat. You know, I know people can get really worked up about red meat and this and that. You know what? There are so many things in this life that could kill you, that you could hurt you. That, you know, life is risk. Getting up in the morning is risk. If we didn't want to risk something, we wouldn't go out and pursue certain pastimes. We wouldn't, you know, ride our motorcycles. We wouldn't, you know, go hunting. We wouldn't do a lot of things. And, you know, to enjoy a good meal that, you know, maybe has some bad quality to it for you over long term, if you ate it every day for your life 10 times, I don't know. I just don't worry about that stuff. I try to eat a little healthier. In fact, I've lost almost 30 pounds in the last month and a half, 7 weeks. I've been really watching. I have a calorie limit every day. I'm not doing any extra exercise. I've just been watching what I've been doing or what I've been eating. And I've dropped 30 pounds. So, but I haven't been not eating things that I like. It's like during the videos, doing the tasting section, I just have to like, okay, I'm only eating this much for the tasting, and then that goes away. It gets saved for other things, and that's it. But yeah, no, I mean, life is risk, and man, beef fat especially, man, pork fat. Yeah, love it. Jew goat in France, there's no brisket cuts available. It doesn't even exist. That is too bad. That's kind of like tri-tip here in many areas. People have a really hard time getting tri-tip. Yeah, I don't get that, but it just is. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, pickles, those are good eats everyone's had. Really good eats. Let's see. Raspberry Rock, good picks, everyone. Absolutely. Oh, and also, if you're here and you haven't yet, can you give us a thumbs up? You know, like the video. YouTube likes to see that people are enjoying the live streams. Just kind of helps us along. And if you're enjoying the live stream, give us a thumbs up. It does help. And then let me see. There was one other thing. I want to make sure people have this. I want to drop the link to my Instagram feed where I post a lot of, you know, pictures of the stuff as I'm cooking them, sometimes behind the scenes stuff. Here's my Instagram. You can follow me there. And sometimes you'll see pictures of things that I'm going to be doing that you'll see before the video comes out. Kind of give you a little heads up sometimes. So yeah, there's my Instagram feed. Let's see. Robert Barnes. Robert, you just missed your pictures. They will be in the live stream replay, which will be in the live stream playlist. It's unlisted, but you can go to the playlist section of my YouTube channel and find it there. It's called live streams. But so that'll be there in a couple hours after the live stream ends. Bill Schaefer. Hey, Rye, have you done beef ribs on a Weber 22-inch videos? Yeah, if you search beef ribs on my channel, you'll see some beef ribs on the 22-inch kettle, but also any of the other times you've seen beef rib stuff like an offset or the pit barrel cooker, the methods are generally the same. It's really just about that, you know, temperature you're shooting for in the cooking apparatus and the tenderness you're shooting for in the beef ribs. So really they kind of transfer, but I do have some beef rib videos. You can just search my channel for that. Yeah. Lewis at R Shack Barbecue. Lewis, how you doing? Good to see you. Carmelo, gotta go. Nice chat. Thank you very much, Carmelo. Great pictures, man. Those beef ribs you did, to die for. Beautiful. Let's see. Brian, I'm glad I looked up how to make jerky. If I didn't, I would have never found you. I'm glad I did. Hey, thank you. Yeah, many ways to make beef jerky. I mean, a lot. And there's no one way. You'll get purists who come in. I get the comments from people like, that's not jerky. It's like, I don't know. I've been eating jerky my whole life. It tastes like jerky. And yeah, there's many ways to make jerky. I mean, the original way was to take it outside, hang it on a stick and let it dry and hope the flies didn't contaminate it with, their eggs. But that was 100 years ago. Let's see. Matthew Jin, calories equal the measurement of how tasty food is. It can be. Yeah, it really can be. So I just have to limit the amount of tasty food. But honestly, I'm not hungry. I haven't been hungry, and my calorie limit is fairly low for, and I've been hitting most days 1,300 calories, and that's it. And for what my body mass is to lose weight, that's even below that. So I've just been really watching it, and I haven't been that hungry. James Carroll, later, all my lunch break's over. Enjoyed the time here. Thank you very much, James. Enjoy your lunch, or enjoy your work again, I guess you're going back to. So have a good day. Pickles, once you're born, you're on your way to die and enjoy life. Absolutely. Nico P. Hey, how you doing, Nico? Good to see you. Original Debbie, I made jerky and it didn't cut the fat off because it was eaten in a few hours. Yeah, you don't have to cut the fat off. I know I've said that in the videos, and really that's more of a method for, the fat is one of the first things that will turn rancid if you're making it for preservation. I don't make mine for preservation, but I also don't like a ton of fat on it when I'm making it for short term where it's going to be refrigerated. Leaving some, no problem. In fact, it's great flavor. Yeah. Carbonam, how about a bacon bomb meatloaf video? I could do that. I've done bacon wrap meatloaf. I think I even did some stuffed mini meatloafs. I'm trying to remember what they were stuffed with. I did that video. I'll have to look and see, but no, that's a good idea. Nico, I just made spicy pickles and cucumber water 3 days ago. Cool. I'm going to do a pickle video. Actually, I'm going to do several pickled videos coming up. Several different things pickled. One of them will probably be pickles. Jeff Kessler, how you doing? Good to see you. Mark Thomas, something you could try, canning fruit jams or pepper jelly. Yeah, I'm just not really into the canning thing, partly because most of the stuff I make, it's going to be gone quick. And there are people on YouTube who have a much better handle on sort of the long-term preservation stuff, the canning, things like that, than I do. They have really good channels out there. Dad Incredible, got to go to work. Been listening. Great stuff, Fry. Catch everyone later. Dad Incredible, thanks for stopping by. Dad's channel, great channel there. Let's see, are we back? I just saw that we dropped out for a second there. Are we back? Let's see, the question was, do I prefer the kettle to the offset? Yeah, I prefer the kettle, but the offset gives you great smoke flavor. Great smoke flavor. Let's see. Pickles barbecue. Pickles never gains weight. Yeah, you don't. You have, it looks like you have a similar metabolism to what my dad had. My dad was like 145, 50 pounds and ate anything. And just, he worked a lot, but that was like, he just never gained weight. So, yeah. Let's see. When you cook briskets on camera, I always wonder if you lose juices when you serve it after recording everything. This is from Jugoat. Well, some juice comes out, but a lot of times, especially when you're carving it, if you save those juices on a tray as you're carving it, those juices you can just, I'll throw them into a pan, heat them up, and maybe toss a little bit of some flavoring in there, and you make like a little au jus, and it's great. Yeah. Original WC, I just wanted to also say I'm a new subscriber, and your videos make me drool every time. Thank you very much, Debbie. I appreciate that. I really do. Let's see. Gary Klingsmith, can I remove the skin from the bone in half chicken breast when smoking? Yes, I've done that, but you do have to be careful to not overcook them and dry them out. If you're going to do that, I'd want to make sure there's moisture in the chamber, the cooking chamber, but also try putting a couple, strips of bacon on them. It gives you a little bit of extra flavor on the surface too. But yeah, I've done that, but it can dry out, so you got to be careful. Pickles, you just made my day. Well, good. I'm glad. Clay, my cousin made bacon wrapped water chestnuts. They're really good. Actually, that's really interesting because I didn't even think of that. The water chestnuts itself, isn't a super hard texture. So if you're using them whole and you're wrapping them with bacon, it's almost like wrapping like pitted dates. That's a really good idea. I may have to try that. That's really good. Raspberry Rock, just a moment of lag, didn't miss anything. All right, cool. Yeah, on my end, it was like, boom, red screen. Let's see. Clay, Scope did an April Fool's joke bacon flavored scope. I like that. That'd be funny. I almost did an April Fool's video this year. and I may do one next year. I'm just curious to see how many. Think we're going good. Yeah, I'm getting lag for some reason a couple times. Uh, about 20% of the viewers of my videos are subscribers, and the other 80% are new people. So it would be interesting to do a, a April Fool's video, do it seriously, and see how many of the new people catch on that it's April Fool's, or they like, why would you do that? So, like, I almost did a clam brulee video this year and made like creme brulee but using clams and played it straight, but I didn't do it. I should do it though. Yeah. Let's see. Nico P. Gotta go. Love your videos. You're like the Bob Ross of cooking. Thank you very much. Kevin Nash's Kitchen. Hey, Rye looks are close to 80K subs. I think at 100K you need to celebrate and do something like giveaway or something. That's a good idea. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Yeah, it's crazy. Original WC. Love your Yoda. Norman Will. Hi, Rye. Have you got any videos on how to prepare brisket and ribs, trimming the fat, etc.? Yeah, if you check out any of my brisket videos, especially, I'm trying to think of which ones had the trimming on them. If you just look at my brisket videos and some of my rib videos, you know, trimming things like that, they're usually included in them. Not all of them, though. I don't usually show everything in every single video. Pickles, oh crud, he does have a ton of subs. I've been watching since you were slightly peewee. I know. Yeah, I mean it was crazy. I remember getting my first 100 subs. I was like, what? I got 100 subscribers. That was crazy. Because then I could get my own channel name. You know, then it could be like, you know, YouTube/Cooking with Rye. So that's cool. Yeah. Gary Kinglesmith, have you ever smoked a completely untrimmed tri-tip before? I think I have. If I don't remember referencing it, but you know, sometimes you'll get an untrimmed tri-tip that has pretty good trimming on it already. So I don't know that I've had a super fatty one that I've done on video though. Francesco, favorite cooker? Weber kettle. Mark Thomas, when buying barbecue sauce, you prefer store-bought or homemade style? Well, if I'm buying it, I'd prefer the homemade style. But there's plenty of uses for just a store brand type thing or a commercial one. You know, a Sweet Baby Ray's, a Stubbs, anything like those. A lot of times, this also if you're doctoring them up yourself. That's what I like doing. So, just an FYI, we're going to have to get out of here in just a minute. We've been going for an hour. So, any last questions, drop them in, and I'll try to get to them before we have to head out of here. Bronson Wally, beef ribs or pork ribs? I'd have to say beef ribs. Pork ribs are more common, and I love pork ribs, but when I cook beef ribs, I just love them. You know, a good beef short ribs or beef plate ribs. I'm going to be doing a boneless beef plate rib video for the holidays, which is going to be the center of a meal. It's kind of like an alternative to doing, like, say, a turkey or a ham or something for people who want to do something beefy. Yeah, love beef ribs. Mike J, hey, Rye, just checking in. I'm smoking a chuck roast with hickory smoke today. Beautiful day for it here in New England. Awesome. Cool. Original WC, have a yummy day. Goodbye. Yep, we're going to be heading out of here real soon. Michael Brinson got to run. Dogs need to go out. Chat soon. Got some New York strips and sirloin steaks marinating in Trader Joe's Island Soyaki for tonight. Love that soyaki. Love that soyaki. We get that too. Mike Hall, would a plum barbecue sauce be good with pork ribs? Yeah, plum because there's sweetness in it. I would put maybe a little bit of a savory rub on the ribs and use the sauce for a glaze. But that would be good, yeah. Gary, great show night. Thanks for all your useful information as always. Thank you, Gary. Kevin Nash's Kitchen. Rye, did you ever do a video with your phone and post it? Yes. My very, very first video of the doing some mods on the Oklahoma Joe's Highland was shot on my iPhone. That was my very first YouTube video. Yeah. It wasn't very good, but I posted it, and that got me thinking, I'm going to do another one. And then the next one, I started using my DSLRs. Yeah. Let's see. Rob Hadley, been watching your vids for over a year now, and you're one of my faves. Love the barbecue community. Keep it up. Thanks for what you do. Appreciate that. And yeah, barbecue community is great on a lot of channels. Everybody gets together. Everybody has great stuff, shares things. I mean, you'll see coming up a Vegemite video that I'll be doing, and it was passed on to me by Mike at Everyday Barbecue. He got it, I think, from Russ at Smoky Ribs. I think Russ got it from Greg at Ballistic Barbecue, and Greg, I think, got it from Just Pillin' Barbecue. It's been passed around, so yeah, great barbecue community out here. Really good. Let's see. Dwayne, can you make wild game jerky? I'd like to do some venison jerky, but venison is very difficult to get here. Yeah. All right, people, I got to start heading out of here, so let me just double check. Joe Schmo offset smoker videos. I have offset smoker videos. If you go to my playlist section, look for videos under the offset cooking on the offset smoker. You'll find a lot of them. Yeah. So everybody, thank you very much. Appreciate everybody being here today and just having fun time chatting. I mean, it's just great. Everybody's just awesome. I just love this barbecue community. Love, everybody that just gets together, has a good time, and enjoys great food. And so everybody, have a great weekend. I'm heading out. Got to shoot a video. Mom's potato salad. Look for it. Should be out tomorrow. It's gonna be a good one. Everybody have a great day.